That's not the spotlights don't hide you, lots of people. So, hi, I'm Jason. Thank you. Since I was about 3 feet tall, I wanted to be on the radio. So naturally, about age 16, I started out paying my dues, reading obituaries at 5 in the morning. Not the most sexy radio story, so we'll fast forward a little bit to 1996, when Congress passed a new Telecommunications Act that was supposed to encourage more competition by removing some regulatory barriers to entry into the broadcast market. Blah, blah, blah. What it actually did was reduce the number of major media companies from about 60 in 1983 to about 6 in 2005. Suddenly, commercial radio wasn't as cool as I wanted it to be. So, I love what I do for a living now, but I've never been able to kick the radio bug. And, I've done some community radio, but I always knew it would be cooler if I had my own station. So, my voice, any minority voice, has always had to try harder to be heard. And it's almost impossible for any individual to get into legal broadcast. What's the alternative? Don't ask permission. And yes, it's very illegal. But you gonna go to prison? Probably not. If you, cover your ass and try not to step on too many toes, you're probably gonna be fine. And really, you have to kind of try to get caught, because there's like 2 guys to enforce this stuff. What are you gonna do? So, the worst that's gonna happen, they'll have to send you a letter politely asking you to stop. So about 5 years ago, a group of friends and I decided to start a solar-powered radio station at this little thing in the desert that happens every year, Burning Man. And, it's a lot of fun. The most basic thing you need is a transmitter. Transmitter just takes your audio source, does a little electronic voodoo, and turns it into radio waves. And it doesn't have to cost you a fortune to get one of these transmitters, but you totally get what you pay for, believe me. Do a lot of research, spend as much as you can. I bought this sexy number because it's portable and because it's super awesome. Other stuff you need, audio sources. It could be a computer, microphones, whatever you want that makes noise that you want to broadcast. You need an antenna, and you need a big-ass cable to connect that antenna to your transmitter. Other stuff, in the interest of not interfering with other stations, random electronics, your neighbor's fillings, maybe a frequency counter, power meter, audio compressor, stuff like that, just to keep things in line. Now, the biggest obstacle that you're going to have to overcome is antenna placement. FM radio is line of sight, meaning anything that gets in between your antenna and your listener is going to affect how strong the signal is and what it sounds like when it gets there. Now, it's also pretty key that your antenna is not obvious if you want to get caught, don't want to get caught. Fortunately, Google knows about all kinds of ways people have been hiding and disguising antennas for years. I like the cactus. My current rig includes an old laptop for audio playback, microphone, audio mixer, audio compressor, the transmitter, sexy transmitter with lots of test gear built into it, the transmission line and the antenna itself. Now, you're not restricted to location. You can get a little transmitter to stick in a backpack and broadcast from an event or a demonstration, things like that. We can broadcast anywhere. We get a little sunshine to charge our batteries. Now, all this stuff's perfectly legal to acquire and own, just as long as you're not turning it on. It's not illegal. And of course, you won't do that, right? Your biggest asset is a willingness to learn a few technical details or get really chummy with somebody who knows this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And have something you can get behind that you think people might want to listen to. That helps. But putting a radio station on the air with a really kick-ass group of people is crazy, crazy fun, and you can make a big impact if that's what you're after. Mostly I just like to swear on you. But just think about what you would do if you could just walk into a radio station, sit down, take over, because you kind of can. You just have to go do it. And talk to me on Twitter.